Alright, so we're doing the crankshaft. A couple of operations we got to do on it. It's starting off, have it chucked up in the collet here, and I got to turn it down to a diameter of 5/32 for a length of 5/32. So let's get that going, and okay, so here we are, 5/32 on the nose, and so we'll get this out of here and show you the next operation we got to do. All right, so I got that little shoulder cut down here, and I got to make 3 flats on this now, and they have to be indexed just right. Because 2 of the flats will be actually like a valve passage, and the 3rd flat up here, well, that'll be locating the actual crank itself, where the set screw locks on. So all of this is dependent on being in the right, indexed exactly right, or else the timing of the engine will be off. So what I went ahead and did, I put this piece of stock in the collet block here, and I'm going to use the mill, and I'll be able to mill the first flat down here, flip it over, mill one of the other flats, and then flip it over again and do the last flat. Now there's going to be quite a bit of vibration side to side, up and down here, so I got a scrap of aluminum, and this is the same width as the collet block, and I drilled a 3/16 hole, and that's at the same height as this. So this block will act as a support, keep it from flexing down or vibrating side to side. So I'll put this on the parallels, and hopefully that should keep everything from moving around on us. So let's get it in the mill, and I'll bring you back. Alright, so I got it all set up in the vise here, and what I did was I just took a parallel and move this out of the way here. I just took a parallel, held it flat, and slid this up tight against there, and that'll locate the same distance from the very edge of the crankshaft here. So I'll locate the edge of this, and I'll move in, and the first slot has got to be 1 inch and 37/64 in, and it's got to be a 9/32 wide slot, and as luck would have it, I happen to have a 9/32 end mill. So let me get this located and zero that out, find the edge, and get going here. Okay, so let me bring this up. Get this guy up here. Alright, let me get an end mill in here and I'll bring you back. Okay, so on 9/32 end mill. This piece is supported now both horizontally and vertically, so I don't anticipate this to vibrate. And from the edge of the crank here, crankshaft, I went in 1 inch and 578 thousandths, and that puts me on center for the first passage. And that's got to go down for a depth of a 32nd of an inch, which is 0.31, close enough. And so let's get going with that. Let's get a little cutting oil on there. And I got the table locked in the X-axis, and I'll just be feeding back and forth with the Y. And 31 thousandths deep. Let's get that out of the way. And now I'll flip this over. I'll flip this over 180 degrees. And use the parallel so I keep my edge center on that. Okay. And now I gotta move the table in the X direction. It's got to be inch and 25/64, also known as an inch and 390 thousandths and 6/10. So let me unlock the X axis and we'll back that up. 39. And we'll try to get the tenths too. Okay. Alright, right there. And do the same thing now. Come down 32nd of an inch. Okay, now the only thing left is I gotta mill a flat on this part of the turn down portion here, and that'll locate the crank itself, and that only goes down a distance of a 1/64 of an inch. So let's get this guy in here. Okay, trying to work around the camera here. Okay, and unlock the X-axis once again. Okay, and I'm just going to eyeball this. Just as it hits the shoulder. So alright. Alright, well that's about it for this piece. Only thing that's left is it's got to get trimmed down to the final length, and just maybe take some of those burrs off with a small jeweler's file. So let me work on that, and I'll bring you back when the piece is all done. Alright, so the crankshaft is all done, and as you can see there's a flat on here which the set screw for the crank itself will locate onto, and then there's a flat, a little slot cut into that. Each one is 180 degrees apart and 90 degrees from the flat on the crank. So okay, so it's all trimmed down, 2 inches and 5/32 long, and so this piece is all done. So another piece completed for the little Elmer engine. And alright, hope you guys enjoyed that, and I'm going to try to get some more videos up soon. Got a little bit going on here, and just trying to manage my time and all my other projects that are happening. So alright guys, see you soon.